Hey everybody, Chad here at Salt and Light Brigade. I made it over here to Port Arthur, Texas. I got some bodyguards here. These guys have been at the house all day and they fed about 600 meals or so today, and then 500 the day before that, and 500 the day before that. So we're going to try to give them some help over here tomorrow.
Hi, this is Chris Keys, and I've been working with Operation Save America and Coach Dave Pass the Salt. Several churches have been involved, Burnet Bible Church, Grace Family Baptist Church, and we're in right now in one of the main areas that got hardest hit in Port Arthur, and it's a little bit neglected, and that's why we ended up back down here. Also, this is where we did a lot of rescues, maybe 120 rescues or so in this area. So long story short, we got a call we thought was in Houston. We were in Houston and ended up the address was in Port Arthur. So we came down, followed the call, and ended up there was many people. I was going to say a boatload of people, much more than a boatload of people, many boatloads of people that needed to get out. So by God's grace, we ended up in a good spot at a good time where we were able to get the people to the helicopters and get a good chunk of these folk out. One older Vietnamese family we talked to this morning, and it was fun to kind of see that reunion. I think they have some footage of that. Now what's going on is we've been feeding people. This will be like the 13th feeding night we're going to have tonight. I think we did maybe 520 people. We don't always count it. There's times when it's more of an intimate thing in a neighborhood. There's times when it's just trying to get people fed. But everybody's getting the gospel. Everybody's getting a tract, a new Bible. We've run out of Spanish Bibles right now. There's a lot big Hispanic community here, but and we're looking them in the face. It's not like there's a lot of places coming to this type of neighborhood where they drive through and kind of kick stuff off the back of the truck and drive on. They're trying to help, but they're kind of nervous because it's not a real good area. So it's been a real blessing, and we've got a lot of support. We thank you guys. We try and make the best use of everything that gets here. A lot of it goes to food. A lot of it goes to things they need, and that changes all the time. So we don't want to just give a big chunk of shaving razors or a big chunk of this particular thing. We try and make little kits or individually say, what do you guys need, and find out what it is. So we're trying to make it more personal, and we do a lot of that at the feedings. So that way, it's not just kind of a production line everybody goes through. We want to, give these people some dignity, share the gospel with them, talk to them about that. Where are you at? What's going on? We've talked to people about their family issues. We've talked to people about their house, about what's going on. We want to give them the time of day, so it's not just like a FEMA food line kind of thing. So we really appreciate what you guys have put in here, and it all, it comes in and it goes out quick, and the place, if you saw the neighborhood, I know you've seen some of the shots down here, but this is an area where pretty much everybody pretty much lost everything, and very few people have any kind of insurance, which I know that's been in other places as well. So we're really grateful. Crews have been coming down. We kind of took people into where they seem best suited, and we really appreciate you guys at a distance, and prayer is huge, because we all have things happen and we're wondering, wow, how did that work out that way? And we know people are praying for us too, so we're very grateful for that. We pause and pray and try to make sure we're not just running on our own steam. We want the Lord behind what we're doing. So yeah, it's been a neat thing. I know there's a lot of guys out there that would have done the same kind of stuff we did. We just happened to be in that place at that time.
Hi there, my name is Shelly. I'm from New Hampshire, and I probably for the past year I've been watching Coach Dave on YouTube, and he is quite the motivator for sure. I watched and listened and was really moved by the stories that he was relating back to us about his visits to Rockport and down here in Texas. And I've supported a lot of teens and other people on missions trips. And I gotta be honest with you, I had never been on one outside of family missions trips before, but this one really just spoke to my heart. And Dave is quite the motivator when he says, you know what, you could sit on your couch and watch this go by, but you ought to be here. If you have the love of Jesus in your heart, you ought to be here. So it happened to be a weekend, 4 or 5 days that I could actually get away from my family and come down and help. And I just flew down from New Hampshire, and I'm so grateful and thankful to God that He's opened up this opportunity for me to be able to help others. And I just want to thank Coach Dave for his heart and love of people, and just his caring for people and loving God, and just spreading the gospel. And I see that down here. We fed about 600 or 700 people last night, and not only did they get fed a barbecue meal, but they also got the Word of God. They were able to take home videos and Bibles. And by the way, if anybody's got Spanish Bibles, they're really in need of Spanish Bibles down here. So hook up with Coach Dave, and he'll tell you where to send them if you've got them. And yeah, it's today we're going to rip apart this poor little family here. They've been totally devastated in their house. We're going to do that, and then tonight we'll be out feeding again. So it's just a great honor to be here. The damage is just, it's tremendous. I can't even tell you how bad it is. But God is good, and He loves these people, and we're just ready to help. So.
Hi, my name is Christina, and I'm from Ohio. I saw on Steve Quayle's website information about Coach Dave. I didn't know who Coach Dave was, but I saw that he was helping out the people in Houston. And so I decided to come down here with my son just to help out the people. Just a couple of reasons, just to help and encourage the people who are down here. And I mean, they have all the first floor items of their house are on the side of the street. You go in, you see how they're working, trying to fix their house out, and they don't even have a floor. You can see they've taken the subflooring out, and they have, you can see the dirt, just bare, down to the dirt. And so they've all this work they need to do, and we're here to encourage them. We're providing meals. And yesterday, when we were working from 5 to 9 serving meals for the neighborhood that had been devastated from the flood, one of the ladies asked me where I was from, and I said Ohio, and she started crying because we came for 2 days driving down here, and dealing with the obstacles of my AC going out. A couple of days before we left, and then 2 hours into the drive coming down here, my transmission went bad, and I had to get a rental car to make it down on this trip. But I'm here with my son to do just to show him what we need to do to help people, and to show the love of Jesus, and to encourage the people who are down here. And I would just encourage other people to take a few days out of their busy life and make a difference. And instead of going to a missions trip, to a different country that costs thousands and thousands of dollars, just come down here and help out the people, and just come out through Coach Dave.
Hey, hi everyone, I'm Glenn Claremont. This is my wife, Karina. We're from Dallas, and we're down here with the Salt and Light Brigade, and we're down in Port Arthur. And we're looking at the devastation down here. We were out last night delivering some flyers to people in their homes, letting them know that we were serving meals, a hot meal, at a location. So we had an opportunity to see the devastation. But not only that, we had an opportunity to talk to some of the people. And I remember visiting this one gentleman. His name was Pete, and he was all by himself in his house. All his drywall was torn out, and he was sitting there, and we invited him to dinner, and he said, I can't leave the house because I have no electricity, so I have to stay here and work while I have daylight. And so a lot of these people don't have any aid. They're really left on their own. And so we're down here today trying to provide some hope, helping some people out, doing a little tearing out of some homes where people haven't done anything, and just try to give them some relief.
Yes, even last night I talked to this lady. I asked her if she have insurance. She said no, but FEMA came to look at the house and only told her had to decide if they could help her or not. I was just really surprised, and I was so happy we were there, at least offer some comfort. There's a little bit we could do. So we are grateful for this opportunity too. But this one guy, he actually did mention he thought in a way it's good that because this happened, it brought the community closer to each other. And I saw that one teenage girl painting while singing, and I came up to her. I said, I'm so glad you have that good spirit still. She said, oh yeah, kind of like that's the only thing they can do. They have to keep looking up to Jesus.
Hi, my name is Graham Featherston, and I'm here in Port Arthur, Texas, and helping Mr. Keys out and Mr. Hopkins out, and it's a lot of fun. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Austin, Texas. Came down here with a friend of mine, Joseph Nielsen, and I really encourage other young people my age to get out from behind your video games and come down here and really make a difference. And because this is where it's at, people here need help, and the devastation here is just unreal. Many people have just lost everything, and they really are searching for something, and when you give them the gospel, they're very open to that. So I encourage everyone to come down here and really make a difference with Mr. Hopkins and Mr. Keys. And if you can't do that, give financially, and that would be a great help as well. So thank you.
Hi, my name's Garrett Cox. I came down here with my mother. It's over there from Ohio. We're here on a missions trip just to show these people who, as you can see around here, are in great need, just to show them the love of Christ. What I've seen here so far is just people who have lost everything, really. They have lost everything. They have almost no hope. The government is trying to step in and help these people, but as you can see, it's very slow. Everything's slow. And here we're 3 weeks after the event, and still almost nothing has happened so far for recovery. And so these people need to be shown some hope, need to be shown that there is a way out, something that they can look forward to, something to look up to. And so this is a great opportunity, and I encourage everyone who can make the time, or if they can't, just try and make the time. Just if you can't come down yourself, just try and donate something. Or because we've been giving out like yesterday, we had a food giveaway thing, just a little barbecue, just so we could get to know some people here and spread the gospel that way. We've been giving out some things like little packages of necessary needs like soaps and utility knives, just basic things, just to let these people know that we care. And when they know that we care, they're ready to listen, and that is a great way to share the love of Christ. Thank you.
Hello, America. Since we're now boycotting the NFL because it will not stand for the national anthem, that tells me we've freed up Sundays and Mondays and sometimes Thursdays. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you can have some college ball, I guess, in there until they stop standing for the national anthem. Okay? But either way, you got some weekend time free now. So please, go on to Coach Dave Live, sign up on the website, and give us a weekend down here at Port Arthur. Look, the need is great. It's just in one weekend. Man, that's all we're asking for. One weekend. Thank you.